Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video on my modifications that I did to my Harbor Freight blasting cabinet. Okay, so let's go. I first put on a desiccant. This is a little desiccant because I have a bigger one dedicated to my compressor that comes off my compressor, and it does a job for getting the air just a little bit more fresh before it goes to this the sand gun, this blasting gun. I also put on a 3/8 fitting so I could get more of the CFM into everything. I could probably put on a gauge, but you could feel that out and how much pressure is being put onto that. And the gauge, if you're going to put one on, I would put one on after here, because there's going to be a pressure drop here, and you want to know what the pressure is that's going to the gun, not what's going to the dryer. Okay? The next thing I did was the door. I put aluminum foil tape on the door, so it comes with a sticky side, so you just remove the tape. You can put it on. It's very pliable, very flexible, so you can shape it in how you want. Because the problem will be when you're sandblasting, the sand gets into all of these little crevices, and these holes don't perform anything more than a cover for this cover. It's the bolt for the cover. So that's what you want to do there. I would say the biggest thing I did was adding this light. Initially when you get the unit, it's going to come with this style bulb. I think it's about 10 inches, 10 or 12 inches. Kind of sucks, goes out a lot, and really doesn't do you any good continuing to have, because it doesn't even provide that much light. So what I did was I went to Walmart and picked up, this one, which is a 24-inch, and it fits in there perfectly. This whole thing will cost you, with the bulb, $8. So it's a great price. It's a under desk cabinet light, and the great thing is that it comes with this plastic cover, so it'll protect it from getting sand in it. And if you want to be real anal, you can put aluminum tape between the gaps of here and here, but I haven't found that any of the sand gets in here. So I guess it depends on how hard you go and how much pressure you use. But essentially, this light is what's in there. Now the way I put that in is I drilled out 2 holes, one there, one there. You can obviously measure it from the back side of this. You can measure it center to center, and then afterwards just drill your holes out accordingly. And I forgot the size that bolts in there, but it works. So once you put it in, it slides in, and then afterwards you're good to go. I bought 2 in case I messed up one, and it's a good thing I bought 2, because I thought that the back piece of here was removable. It wasn't, so I broke it like so. So I broke it, and it only cost $8, and I still have a replacement bulb. So definitely a great investment. So $20 there. So next thing I did was, the switch for this light is over here. You see that? That's the switch. So essentially, every time you want to use this, you're going to have to go inside the cabinet to turn the light on. Well, that's not the best setup, especially if you're using it a lot. So what I did was I cut the wire, which is this plug that you're going to get with the unit, with the light. I cut it like maybe here, and I fed it through the existing fitting, and then I fed it through and then taped it here. And then afterwards, once I re-spliced it, once I taped it off, and I spliced it back together, and then taped it off, and then afterwards then you get the plug back. So once the plug is on, I got a circuit breaker, and it essentially becomes my switch. So if I turn that on, you could see that it's a bright light, and you can clearly see that you can see everything in there. So essentially, the tools that you will need to do this is a drill, electric or pneumatic, whichever is your fancy. You need a drill, I believe a 5/32, some wire strippers, wire tape, and aluminum tape. This costs like $5 at Lowe's or Home Depot. This you could get at Harbor Freight. The bulb that I got, I believe it's called, let's see if we can get the paper. I'll get you the exact thing. It's 24-inch under cabinet light. So get that, get those. I also have a dedicated shop vac, so when I turn this switch on, it also allows me to power up the vacuum, and the light automatically comes on, so I don't have to go inside the cabinet. Otherwise, I think I gave a review on this. This was bought second hand. And to also get to this fitting, you're going to need to remove this box. So yeah, it's only 2 bolts. Pop it off. This is all the crap that's inside. That's a lot of crap. The last thing I'm going to do before everything's finished up, I'm going to probably tape off here so that no sand can come through. Probably do the other side, and then I'm good to go. So keep on keeping on. Till next time.